sword. You can use it for good or for evil. It's like nuclear energy. Like, you can use it to give power to everyone, you can use it to blow shit up. You can use vaccines to help fight viruses, and you can use vaccines to screw people over.
Do you elaborate on how you think the vaccines will screw us?
Okay, the good one is when they inject a fake, not a fake, but a deactivated virus in you, and your body builds up antibodies, right? The bad one's when they inject animal proteins into you, and your body sees animal proteins and it starts like changing it, and then 50 years later you're freaking dead.
I have never heard of that happening. Can you describe the mechanism?
Because you don't look into shit.
Where they like put the thing up your nose?
No.
I remember
on March 26th, Bill Gates filed U.S. patent number 060606. That is a patent to get everyone chipped. It's a cryptocurrency patent where they monitor your muscle movements in order to award you cryptocurrency for labor. You know that? They don't tell you this shit on TV, man.
I assume the patent was rejected?
No.
Where'd you get the source about this patent?
You want me to try to find the number? Here, hold on.
I want you to tell me
try to
where
find
you
the
got the
number.
information from. I have never heard such thing about this weird little
Nick, go find the number. I want to talk to him for a few minutes.
Alright. I'm gonna go find
the number, Nick. Alright, Swan. Answer me this question. Where do you believe COVID-19 started from? Originally.
I owe you one.
Use your first aid kit.
Like, geographic location or the source?
Where did it come from? Where did COVID-19 start? And then before it spread across the United States?
You're gonna say something about China, aren't you? Because as far as I know,
what if I did?
It originally originated there, and then it spread to here in the rest of the world.
What if I said it was? Are you gonna pull some bullshit? Are you gonna try to pull some bullshit and trying to say I'm racist to China now?
Sorry, it's just I've heard from the stories that people
going on right now.
To it as, kung fu and such, because they like having coronavirus as a handy excuse to be racist to Chinese people. Anyway, finish what you were gonna say.
I'm really hurt, guys.
Okay, as far as I know, it originally came from China.
This is going
Okay.
down real fast.
You got one of the many things you were talking about tonight were right about where Corona originated. Now, I want to tell you one last thing before I get off here because I gotta go to bed because I'm starting college soon.
Hey, help!
But anyways,
Okay, come on.
I'm going to college to become a police
Thanks for
officer.
coming back for me.
Okay? When I join the force,
They have police
I don't care if
officer
you're-
courses in college?
yes. Well, they have
Okay, continue.
law classes. Anyways,
Alright, continue.
anyways, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Chinese. I don't care if you're Mexican. I don't care what you are or where you came from. If you if you do a crime, I will arrest you. I don't care if you're what color you are at all. Simply put, if you break laws that are set forth by the state, I will take action. And I don't care what color you are.
Is the nature of the crime going to have any effect on
Ask me that next
punishment?
level. Ask me that next level. Ask me it when we load into the next map.
couple of questions.
Okay.
First and
ahead.
foremost, do you have like do you feel that certain crimes should be more heavily punished than others?
Reloading.
You're talking about like murder versus stealing.
I
Yeah, like
feel
parking ticket
that
versus say. Do you feel that?
I feel that for different types of crimes, okay, I think terrorism, you should get the death penalty, regardless of what. If you are a terrorist, you come into this country, death penalty.
Okay, like
I feel
35 years in prison, not good enough.
No. Because if you come over to our soil, you're not from here, and you cause harm, like blowing up something, you deserve the death penalty. If you kill innocent people in our country, yeah, you deserve to die, even if that state doesn't allow the death penalty.
Hey, what do you guys think about the genocide that's happening in China right now?
I'm gonna ask my question. I'm gonna ask you my questions first, then I'll comment on that.
Alright.
Alright, question number 2. If, say for instance, you were asked to, like, weigh in on a case where, say, an American soldier was brought to Iraq because it was discovered said American had done some war crimes where he blew up a mosque and killed innocent people for no good reason and knew what he was doing. Would you be okay with the Iraqis handing that American the death penalty for what he did?
Reloading! Reloading! Look out!
If he was trying to, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if
Look out!
Okay,
when dealing with a suspect, what do you feel is the line where it needs to go from simply subduing the suspect to killing him to keep other people safe?
If he's running around with a gun, you should shoot his ass.
Swan, I got the perfect
Okay,
person you
taser's
should
out of the
talk
question?
to, okay?
Flashbang's out of the question?
Swan,
Yes. If he's running around waving a gun around, you should shoot his ass.
Even if he's not shooting at anyone?
If he's pointing it at people and being threatening with it, and your life's in danger, yeah, I think you should get shot for that.
alright, hey, my friend wants to talk to
Again,
you,
taser's out of the
okay?
question.
Yeah.
Like, not even the long-range taser where they have the taser be delivered via rubber ball.
Hold on, Wolves wants to talk to you. I'll comment on it after.
What's up, Swan?
Cover me.
Swan.
I'm a-coming.
Swan.
Yes?
Yeah.
Look out!
Hey, Swan, why didn't you want to talk when my friend was wanting to talk to you?
Sorry, I thought he was asking why I got smoked and spent back there.
I couldn't
What
really
does your
hear
friend
him.
want to say?
Okay, but my...
Ammo here. Watch out!
Swan,
Yes?
hey, my friend wants to talk to you. He's right here in my room with me right now. He wants to talk to you, okay?
Alright, what did your friend want to say?
I want you...
Make sure to hold
I want
push to
you
talk
to-
while he's talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want you to... I want you to tell my friend what you think about, police. Here you go.
Hello there. You must be, ALPHAWOLF's friend.
Yes.
I don't know if he's giving you much context behind this conversation, but I unlike many people in this country, am not happy with how we currently do our police system.
I don't
I
to a
feel
degree.
that...
Look out!
Sorry?
Oh, will you knock it off?
I don't to agree.
I didn't get to what I was going to say about it, but okay.
So, go ahead.
Alright. I feel that currently the system is biased towards African Americans and other minorities, and that it doesn't hold its officers accountable enough on a systematic level. And that I feel that while some of the riots have certainly gone way too far, I do feel that the general theme that the police system is overfunded, overly violent, and not held to a high enough standard is valid, and that the system should be given some major reforms.
Okay, what are your ideas of reform? Because when we start taking money away from police, we start taking money away from training, and we end up with bigger problems
Fun
than the
fact,
ones we have
currently
now.
the U.S. police system has its officers being trained for about 1 year, whereas in countries like, say, Sweden, it's more about 2 to 3 years.
Watch out!
So, yeah, reform number 1, increase the training time. Number 2, I've been hearing a lot about de-escalation, so I feel that that should be more heavily emphasized in training and conduct.
Heads up.
And, of course, ban chokeholds,
Which has been done in
because those
certain
are too
places.
potent to abuse and going to killing a person.
Smoker.
Come on, what you waiting for?
Now, not
Let's go
being a
somewhere.
person of the law, neither you, what would you do in a situation of pure combat
Come
if your
on, everybody
life
inside!
depended on it?
Inside!
I need some more context on what situation you're describing there. Because there are certainly variations on,
This shit was not in my plan.
like, are you saying, like, if there's a person holding a gun, or if there's multiple people with guns, and said guns are high-powered, high-range, and
Will you
the
shoot
suspects
me?
know how to use them?
I'm down! Oh, shit! Shit!
So, okay,
Is
we all
that
know
the
what happened
situation
to
you're asking about?
George Floyd. That could have been prevented. The dude was cited 10 times and was never
I'm in
fired
trouble!
or pulled off for anything. What happened?
Was hoping
That
there'd be
should
less
not have
zombies
happened.
down here.
But
Yes, I feel that George Floyd was a sad, real-life equivalent to what happened to Radio Raheem and Do the Right Thing.
now that this has happened, we have police down in Atlanta. Dude had a taser, fired the taser at the person. He got capped. Rightfully so. You see, when you start talking
Alright, I'll look.
police reform, you start talking changing the whole spectrum. We sit there, we make our cops softer. We make them softer. Criminals are only
I'm
going to
not
get
talking about
tougher.
making them soft. I'm talking about making them not overly violent and racially biased against African Americans and such. I don't want capping a person to be the first and last option.
Well,
And
I
speaking
don't
of
know if
tasers, there's this
you've
whole
been in
documentary
a-
about how those have gotten overused.
Stop trying to tone on all talk.
tasers sometimes don't work. There's people not on drugs that sit there get hit by tasers, pure adrenaline, and that shit don't work.
Yeah, I hear the British Columbia Police Force actually stopped using them completely the other day. And allegedly this didn't affect their performance any.
So, I had a thought here.
Sorry, what?
I'm thinking here, give me a second. But
Oh, the whole racism thing. Once we sit there and start assuming people are racist, we become a racist ourselves.
When there's credible evidence that a general system of people overwhelmingly is negatively biased against a particular race, yes, that is racism. It's not as extreme as, say, the Ku Klux Klan, but it is racism.
But it's not everybody. It's not.
Their side doesn't define racism as being discrimination based on nationality and the color of your skin. They define racism as being about power.
So we're using that
Well,
new
given the
definition
nature
that they
of
put
racism in
the
the U.S. and other nations, power does play a factor, since racism has
No, I'm
historically
saying that's
been...
actually what they say, because I've actually had conversations with people of color about this, and they've told me it's not possible for them to be racist because it's about power.
Yes, I
So
have heard
they can discriminate
black people
all they want, and it's not racist, and that's just ridiculous.
No, though I don't know if this is a opinion held by the black community at large.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It could have been just the one person I was talking to. That makes sense.
Help, people!
I need some help over here.
But I've heard it a lot. Wolves, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
We'll talk more next level.
Somebody help me!
Please! I need a hand over here! Lewis! Help me!
What?
Did all talk get turned on?
I don't know, but I do want to hear more about what the other team has to say.
Yeah, I could go for that too, I guess.
Alright, we're back.
Okay, Spank Victim, if you do all talk again, I'll actually vote yes this time.
Roger that, good buddy.
No.
No, you don't want to?
Keep it
Okay.
on our team, Spank.
Okay, fine.
Go.
Oh wait, yes, turn it off.
Oh, let's turn it off.
Hey, Swan, can you at least, let's kick Spank out. Can you at least explain to me again how you feel about face masks? Because he turned the alt talk on when it's not really the enemy team's argument. We don't need to bring that upon them. They're pretty bad at the game as it is, so.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to give him a handicap. I'm not even grabbing my health kit, I'm just using a pistol.
Yeah.
Also, I find it funny that the police baton in this game can kill enemies.
Reloading!
Like, you can legit use it to kill charges and such.
Okay. In 2009, this game was released.
Not relevant to anything, just find that funny.
You are an idiot!
Wow. Oh, wait, hey, Lewis, Spank, come here. I want to see if this police baton kills you in one hit.
Hey, man!
It kills the undead in one, it doesn't kill humans, because the police baton is effective against humans as bullets are. Like, I just shot at your heart and it didn't do anything.
Okay, but you said you like the fact that the police baton kills enemies in one hit. It doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. A zombie is that you're not gonna die by being hit by a police baton.
And again, you're not likely to die in real life from being hit one time by a guitar, so... Moving on.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, Nick, I'm gonna leave you to it. I gotta go and get some shit done, okay, bud?
Alright, good game.
Yeah, I may have to leave too soon.
No problem. Yeah, it's